Miranda Hilton. I've recently graduated high school and I'm attending Three Rivers College. I'll be graduating May 2015, my AAS in Business Management.
Welcome. Nice to meet you, Miranda.
Thanks, nice meeting you.
Thank you. Okay, so you told us a little bit about yourself. Let's see. How has your education prepared you for a career?
Like I said, I'm in the business management program, and I feel by completing that, I want to go into management of some sort, and I feel by doing some of the courses of study offered through the business management program, it has better prepared me because we've touched base and we have covered a lot on management and how to act and like how to do customer service and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
All right, well, tell me about a time when you go above and beyond for the call of duty.
Ooh, there was a time at work where there wasn't any supervisors and I was new. I had just started, it was probably like my second week there. I just finished my training and I was working with a bunch of the new people as well. I didn't really know what to do or how to handle the phone call that I had received. So I had to try to find someone so I knew that I was not giving this person incorrect information. So I tried calling my supervisors and it turned out that they were unavailable to answer. So we wound up calling the president of the company and he had to help us. And once we got that call, we had to like trace our steps and go back to give the person the correct information.
Wow, okay, cool. What training methods would you prefer if you were selected for this position?
I prefer it to be shown to me. I don't like anything being wrote down or anything. And I can easily learn by people just showing me what's supposed to be done.
Cool. All right.
Do you smoke or use alcohol?
I don't see how this question pertains to this interview process.
Okay, are you able to comply with the company's substance abuse policy?
Yes.
Okay.
How often has this position been filled within the past 5 years?
This particular position has been filled 3 times in the last 5 years. How would you discipline an insubordinate employee?
I wouldn't discipline them because I would feel that that is not my position. I would probably just write down or email my supervisors or the person over them and explain the situation that had happened and what made me feel uncomfortable about this and let the supervisor handle it so I don't cause any issues between the person, my coworker, and everyone else within the company.
Okay.
But if you do have somebody below you that was insubordinate, how would you discipline them?
It depends on what they did. Maybe just talk to them about it, kind of like a verbal warning. But if it's something really bad that they've already been warned about, a write-up or a day suspension without pay, depending on the issue.
Okay.
Describe a time when you set your sights too high or too low.
What do you mean exactly? Kind of difficult.
Well, I don't know. I mean, your expectations. You went into something with a much higher or much lower expectation.
Okay. I try not to like set my expectations too high. I know that kind of sounds bad, but I want them to be too high and me to like be completely disappointed. So I kind of like prepare myself for the worst, and I I don't know, I just kind of set my expectations low. Then like I go in, I'm like, oh wow, this turned out better than I thought.
Okay.
So, I mean, at times I do, but whenever it comes to like a work setting and stuff, I just kind of prepare myself for the worst. That way, I'm not disappointed.
Okay.
What qualities do you have that would make you a good manager?
I have taken management courses, and I feel that those have helped me and give me a general idea of what it's like to be a manager and kind of our management responsibilities. I would like to be a manager of a company someday, but I've never really been in charge of anything like that. I'm willing to take extra training courses, but I'm pretty easy to talk to, pretty open. I feel those are good qualities.
Good. When did you graduate from high school?
I'm recently graduated, but if you want to know the year, you can look on my resume.
Are you over the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay.
Since you're wanting to be a manager, talk about the balance between not micromanaging but still being involved enough to catch problems easily. How do you address this issue?
Not micromanaging, but still being able to address problems easily.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can bring the problem up to me, and I can address it that way. I'm not really understanding the question.
Well, whenever you micromanage, it's whenever you're always on top of them.
Okay. I feel if you're like always on top of your employees and you don't give them some freedom, then it kind of causes issues between everyone because I don't know. I just feel they don't get a lot accomplished that way. And I know this from like personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever the bosses or the supervisors are like really laid back and they just bring you your daily duties or tell you, hey, you need to do this, then I feel you get a lot more accomplished because you're not trying to do what they want you to do or what you think they want you to do, but you're, in a way, doing more than what you're supposed to do. That makes sense.
Tell me about a time when you missed an obvious solution to a problem.
Ooh, there's been lots. Whenever I first started where I'm working now, I was still in my first week of training, so I was still kind of learning some stuff. But I had a lady on the phone. She was very irritated, and instead of looking through all our computer systems like I was supposed to, I went around asking people, hey, what do I need to do? Because I was trying to find results on something. And they said, did you look at all the computer systems? Well, I had thought that I had looked at every single system we had, when really I only looked in 2 out of the 4. So if I would have looked in the other systems, the results were right there. And I could have saved 10 minutes by looking myself instead of asking everyone else.
Give me an example of the time when you tried to accomplish something and failed.
I wouldn't really say that I failed, but everybody does make mistakes, and there's been times that I have tried helping people at work and trying to give them advice on how to do something easier, and it turns out we were both wrong. Like me and the other coworker were both wrong on the way to go about the problem, so it didn't work out to any of our favors.
Oh, very good. Well, that kind of concludes some of the questions we have for you. Do you have any questions for us?
No, ma'am.
Okay. We still have some other applicants to interview, and we need to go through the process there, and we will be in touch with you probably in the next week or 2.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.